Concerning speculations that Apple is changing the iPhone 17's camera array have been accumulating over the past few months. However, the initial version of those rumors was quickly dispelled. However, the revamp is constantly hinted at. The more horizontal pill camera array appearance seems to be confirmed by a leaked CAD render of an iPhone 17 case that tipster Majin Buu shared today. Although Majin Buu has previously released comparable photographs and claims the CAD render is unique. 3 lenses were arranged in a row with a LED flash on the right side of the rear panel in those pictures. It looks like a new camera control and lock button is seen in this render. Buu claims that since the render shows the base model of the iPhone 17, it implies that the redesign will be available for all iPhone 17 models, not just the Pro models. The iPhone 17 would probably have 2 camera lenses, but as you can see, the case only displays 1. Apple and Samsung have been accused of imitating one another for years. However, it looks like Apple is stealing Google's odd horizontal camera design with the application of the Pixel 9 series. Right now, Apple stands out in the phone industry thanks to its design. You can tell you're looking at an iPhone. Equally distinctive is Google's array of pill-shaped cameras. It would be disappointing from an aesthetic standpoint if both companies' phones become more, rather than less, alike. Although Majin Buu has a mixed reputation when it comes to leaks, they are not the only ones drawing attention to this important design shift. Therefore, the likelihood that this will be the future of iPhone design is growing. According to the Chinese leaker, Apple will switch from the 1/1.28 sensor used in the iPhone 16 Pro models to a 1/1.3 sensor for the 48 megapixels primary camera in the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. According to the report, both iPhone 17 Pro models will get 3 48MP cameras for the first time as part of a larger leak. The indication for sensor size comes from an outdated approach for video camera tubes, in which the fraction denotes the type of sensor rather than its precise measurements. A 1/1.3 sensor is therefore marginally smaller than a 1/1.28 sensor. For reference, the normal iPhone 16 model's 48 megapixels Fusion camera has a smaller 1/1.56 sensor. The current 1/1.28 sensor offers a slightly larger surface area than a 1/1.3 sensor, but the difference is not that great. Practically speaking, ordinary photography is not likely to be significantly impacted by this size disparity. With possible improvements elsewhere in the camera system to preserve or improve overall performance, Apple's decision to use a smaller primary camera may be a good trade-off. Apple's move from 1/1.28 to 1/1.3 may have been brought on by space constraints resulting from the alleged new camera bump design if the drop is accurate. Apple is reportedly reverting to using aluminum by incorporating a larger rectangular camera bump composed of aluminum instead of glass into the iPhone 17 Pro versions. The information's allegation concerning a change in camera design has been supported by supply chain leaks. Instead than being rectangular, the module appears to be elongated oval shape, according to leaks from China, with a smoother transition between the rear cover and the camera bump. It is anticipated that the iPhone 17 series will launch in mid-September as usual. For Apple enthusiasts, the upcoming year will be especially exciting. The iPhone 17, and particularly the Pro variants, will be the main focus in the fall, even though the new iPhone SE 4 is anticipated in the spring. To keep its dominant position in the smartphone market, Apple is once again depending on the newest technologies in its flagship smartphones. The 6 new features that make the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max truly stand out are detailed as we go forward. The finest features are still reserved for the Pro versions, as Apple has always done. Numerous advances that impact not only performance, but also the camera, design, and connectivity will be included in the iPhone 17 Pro. A significant update for the iPhone selfie camera has been long overdue. Apple plans to increase the 12 megapixels to 24 megapixels on the iPhone 17 Pro. This update guarantees incredibly sharp photos and much more information in video conversations and portrait photographs. For the first time, this makes the front camera more comparable to the back cameras in terms of quality. The new A19 Pro chip, which is only available in the Pro variants, is found inside the iPhone 17 Pro. Significant gains in speed, energy efficiency, and graphics performance are brought about by this microprocessor. Complex activities like video rendering and A-supported applications will highlight the A19 Pro's strengths. However, the basic A19 chip is all that the regular iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Air can use. The iPhone 17 Pro raises the bar for smartphones with 12 gigs of RAM. You can multitask efficiently, run apps with ease, and get the best support for future AI features with this RAM. In recent years, Apple has put a lot of effort into creating its own modems for its gadgets. The first iPhone featuring an in-house developed Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip is the 17 Pro. Whether you are streaming, exchanging data, or playing online, this guarantees quicker and more reliable connections. However, in order to ensure optimal performance for the 5G connection, Apple will continue to use Qualcomm modems for the Pro models for an additional year. The camera bulge on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max is rectangular and much larger. This makes room for more sensors and new features for the camera. In order to facilitate wireless charging, this design is paired with an aluminum surface in the upper portion of the back, while the lower half is still composed of glass. The dynamic island on the iPhone 17 Pro Max will be redesigned and made thinner. The direct integration of Face ID into the display, which Apple has previously alluded to on numerous occasions, may be connected to this design modification. It's unclear if this is the situation in reality. However, the smaller dynamic island will undoubtedly result in an even more contemporary presentation for the Pro Max. The iPhone 17 Pro is a clear departure from both the ordinary devices and its predecessors. It has all the features you would anticipate from a high-end smartphone, including an enhanced camera, a potent chip, and creative design choices. It's especially thrilling when cutting-edge material techniques are combined with excellent technical performance. Naturally, the extent to which you can utilize the additional features will determine if the upgrade is worthwhile. Nonetheless, the iPhone 17 Pro ought to be a no-brainer choice for tech fanatics and everyone else seeking the greatest. The market for smartphones is always changing. Shipments of smartphones worldwide totaled 1.166 billion units in 2023, a 3.2% decline from 2022. Though full data is still pending, the anticipated fall in 2024 might be even more notable. Given these decreases, it is imperative that businesses like Apple innovate to keep customers interested. This could entail significantly altering their product approach, like launching a slimmer model and updating their more affordable options. Such modifications might point to a change in Apple's approach to targeting different customer groups, which would ultimately impact the competitive environment and provide customers more options. 5 new iPhone models with notable improvements in functionality, performance, and appearance are part of Apple's 2025 portfolio. To meet a variety of customer needs, the range includes flagship smartphones, a new Air variant, and an affordable choice. Next, as the anticipated release date approaches, there has been a lot of discussion regarding the iPhone SE 4, but it appears that we might not have to wait long for the device. Mark Gurman of Bloomberg claims that Apple might be preparing to reveal the phone as early as next week. However, don't anticipate a conventional Apple event. Gurman has been informed by insiders that Apple would probably choose to quietly unveil the iPhone SE 4 on its website rather than hold a large, ostentatious launch event. Or, even if it's a mid-range SE model, as silent as the release of a new iPhone can be. Gurman anticipates that later this month, the phone will be available for purchase. Gurman adds that it appears that every indication of an iPhone update is occurring. According to him, the supply of the iPhone SE 2022 has begun to dry up. Apple retail employees have reported that the SE inventory has decreased to the point that some configurations are no longer available at all, and consumers have been turned away. However, that could be advantageous for some clients. The actual price of the iPhone SE 4 is unknown, but I know I'd hate to purchase a 3-year-old phone just before the new one comes out. Unless I scored a really good price, like Walmart's $149 iPhone SE 3, which isn't available at the Apple Store. Stockpiles of the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus have also been running short. Gurman has been informed. It's probably worth waiting to see which one has more to offer, given how many hardware and design elements the iPhone SE 4 is said to be stealing from the iPhone 14. The iPhone SE 4 may have an advantage over the 2022 iPhone flagship due to the possibility that it may run Apple Intelligence. According to rumors, the iPhone SE 4 will undergo a major redesign, which will contain the first full-screen display in the SE family. According to reports, the new low-cost iPhone's display will rise from a small 4.7 inches to 6.1 inches. Along with the display notch, Face ID is also anticipated to be included. Rumor has it that it might operate on an A18 chipset with at least 8 gigs of RAM. This would allow Apple Intelligence features to be supported by the iPhone SE4. Regretfully, the iPhone SE4 is anticipated to have a single rear camera again, albeit it may be upgraded from 12 megapixels to 48 megapixels. An additional nail in the coffin of the Lightning port would be the inclusion of a USB-C port, of course. We're hoping to learn all the information soon, but in the meantime, you can stay informed about all the most recent rumors and news in our iPhone SE4 hub. So, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. Goodbye.